Hey, Hebrew fans, this is Todd, and we're going to open up a new figure. We're going to check it out, and this is the new Sy-Klone. Now, I know originally I told everybody I had no plans on getting this, but I decided after a while, looking at him, thinking, you know what? Sy-Klone is one of my favorites, not in my top 11, but if I had 12, he'd probably be maybe the 12th. I'm not sure. Some other cool figures, too, that might fill that 12th spot, but when I was a kid, if I ever only got to choose one figure to grab, it was my Sy-Klone, because by himself, he's a lot of fun. Spinning him around and having a bunch of fun doing that was always a blast. So, anyway, with that, I'm going to go do my sound check. Yep, sounds good. All right, so if you're here, go and sound off so I know who's here and who's not, and we will get going on the video. All right, so here we have Masters of the Universe, New Eternia, Sy-Klone, Sy-Klone, Sy-Klone. Hey, Delaxorian. Hey, Godzilla. Thanks for being here, both you guys. And the back of the box looks pretty cool. He's got some great artwork back there and other figures in the line, including their Emperor Hordak, the Thunder Punch He-Man, the Leech, and Sy-Klone. And I do have Leech just sitting here waiting to be opened sometime soon too, but not today. Well, maybe today. Maybe later on tonight. We'll see. But for now, it's all about Sy-Klone. And I'm curious, is he going to have some sort of action feature? Hey, Riz, thanks for joining us. Charles, thanks for being here. Rage, thanks for joining us. Kill it. Yep, did Mattel kill it? We shall see. All right, let's open this thing up. Let's check it out. Mattel, did you make this awesome, or is it going to be lame? We shall see. What is up? What is up is we are checking out this new figure. And let's first pull out the accessories. You know, these bags, they remind me of when you'd get your Cracker Jacks, that little toy inside of the same kind of paper as this. You'd rip it open and it'd be some cheap plastic toy or temporary tattoos or something else. So let's see what the surprise is. Today it is Flames. Flames. A fisticuff hand. I'm gonna put the other light on. There we go. And his visor. And another fist. Now, what's funny is the original Sy-Klone had fists, but the new one has an open hand and a closed hand, but not a fist. So a holding hand and an open hand. So anyway, interesting. Interesting. And of course, the Classics has two grasping hands. Firmly grasp it. All right, let's get him out of here. I'm not going to go through a whole entire history road of all the Sy-Klones like I would normally do. I just did that just recently. So if you want to see that video of all the Sy-Klones that have ever been produced in standard action figure, you can go back and watch my video on this Sy-Klone here, because I pulled them all out, the 2000X, the 80s one, all of them, and I had the whole fun gang of Sy-Klones. He's free. I'm free. All right, let's go ahead and break down the articulation and talk about what he can do. So we have ankle articulation. We have his boot cut. We have double jointed knees. I should have brought some hot water in case I had a frozen joint. I forgot to bring it. We have an upper thigh, which you guys know I'm not a fan of. But the other day, I was frustrated that a figure didn't have it. I couldn't put him in a kick pose. And then we have the upper leg movement. Spins at the waist. and then spins a little higher at the ab crunch area, which is always fun. I always think this is hilarious. If you have a figure that spins up here in the waist, you can take this and turn it all the way around and then turn his pants back around, and then it just looks kind of strange because now his abs are in the back and his back is in the front. But we'll just crank that back around. All right, then he has shoulder movement. Double jointed elbows. Not a fan, but for a robot type guy, not terrible. And then we have standard wrists back and forth, not up and down. And then, of course, he has lots and lots of head movement. And there's a couple reasons why I got him. One, as I told you already, because I am a Sy-Klone fan, even though he's not in my top 11. He is one of those extra figures you just got to have around. And second, because he looks like he's from the movie Tron. And I loved Tron as a kid. That's what got me into computers in the first place, was the movie Tron. And his disc fits on his back. He is ready for the Tron disc games. So there you go. And it also fits on his arm, like that. And on the other side, like that. Now, I'm glad they gave him 2 fists so you can imitate the figure that it had back a long time ago. I can see there's no spin function, and this is not spin very freely, so it may take some effort to make this thing work. Now, I kind of wish I got 2 so I could alter him. So when we first got our classics was the same way. When you took the classics, you couldn't spin him. It was just as tight as a normal figure's waist. So what I did with my classics figure is I took a toilet paper tube and I mounted it around his legs, and then I put it on a drill motor and taped it on the drill motor, put his hands up like this, and I hung onto this side and I spun his legs like crazy and spun and spun and spun, and then pulled a little bit while I was spinning to melt the inside of the plastic once it got hot enough, so it has a little bit of playroom in there. So now then I added some lubricant in there. I forgot what I used. I think it was WD-40. And now he can spin like he's supposed to spin. I mean, granted, granted, the little gear doesn't work, but you can still have fun spinning him around. So I kind of wish they at least did that, made this joint loose, or make it so it pops apart and then becomes loose, or some way, because his top part spins easier than the midsection. So there's a couple ways I can try to fix this. I was thinking I could take his shorts off here and cut this all around, but it'd still rub right here in the front when it went around. So it may take a little bit of work to figure out exactly how to make that work, but I really want to make this work. Now it looks like he has a magnet or something right in his chest. I wonder if that's some kind of metal piece there. That's just so random. Is that turn or move or... Why do they have that? Does this come off? Ugh. Oh, that's the piece that holds this on. That's the rivet. Rivet. Why didn't they just glue it on? Why'd they have to fasten it in? Oh, it comes off. Look at that. Well, I don't know why it comes off. Strange. It reminds me almost of the Bionic Man, the way this thing looks with it being clear. And like a sticker or decal on the back. That's so bizarre. So, this could be fun. You could take and drill this out and add an LED there. Get one of those one-way mirror type of Mylar things and put it on there, so when it's not on, it's reflective. When it's on, the light shines through. That could be cool. Now that I've taken that off, it's pretty loose now. Now it's going to fall off all the time, isn't it? All right. There we go. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Good evening there, Todd. My good sir. Good evening, Masterverse Toy Hunter. Cobweb. I opened him recently. I like this version. Let's compare him to different heights. Oh yeah, let's put the mask on, see how that looks. I'm not a fan of the mask. I think it's kind of weird, but let's try it out anyway. Ooh-ah. Yeah. Ugh. No mask for you. I don't know how I feel about the lines on his face. Let me switch lights. This one is dying. Time to charge it. Luckily, I got a lot of these lights. I don't know how I feel about those lines on his face. They're just kind of strange. I'm not sure. His head is so loose. And it's kind of high up on his shoulders too. A little higher than I would like. But so you can see how much gap space there is between there. Anyway. I may have to lower that head just a little bit. So here's what's cool is you got these flame pieces. And these can either go on the sides of his shield like it's spinning really fast. Wop, 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 wop. See? Spinning shield. Or they can go on his arms right here. Like he's just spinning like the Flash. So there you go. That shoulder's kind of stuck a little bit. Both shoulders are kind of stuck a little bit. Wow, it's funny. His head's so loose, but yet his shoulders are really tight. All right, so I don't think it's a knock out of the park. I mean, he's okay. Just okay. I mean, if we've never got a Sy-Klone ever in our lives, I wouldn't rank him very high. It'd be like just a average kind of figure. Sorry, Mattel. Let's compare him to He-Man's height. Being he's part of the new Eternia. So he's about the same height as He-Man. Let's compare him to Classics. He's probably taller than Classics then. Yep. I was never a fan of his backpack. I love that his backpack can come off. Because that is so cool. I should try to yank this guy's backpack off and see. One of these days. One of these days. You know what? I think I have a spare Sy-Klone. I do have a spare Sy-Klone. I picked this guy up really cheap on eBay. And it was funny too. I didn't need him. I have enough Sy-Klones. I don't even know why I got him. But he might be a good thing to experiment on to see if this backpack can come off. I mean, heat it up and try to see if we can't get the glue off it. That's it. Sy-Klone, you are going under the knife. And you are going to be experimented on. We will have Hordak do your experiments. Because let's take a look at how Sy-Klone was originally made, because it's always fun. Now, of course, there's different storylines of how he was originally made. And, you know, we should let's take a look. Let's take a look in the book and see. Oh, this isn't the one. This is not the Sy-Klone one, is it? No, it's not. Okay. Is it in this one? Oh, I'm going back and grabbing all my books. Whoa! The stars are falling. Is it the Horde that has Sy-Klone in it? I know it's the same one as the Spider. The Spider Insider. No, no. Oh, okay, on to the next book. Let me just grab the whole pile of them. Okay, we already looked at this one. It wasn't in there. I ended up getting 2 of these accidentally. Skeletor's Flower of Power. I don't think it's in this one. No, this one does not have it. Is that Count Marzo? No, just a wise... Oh, it's Skeletor in disguise. Never mind. River of Ruin. Okay, we shall find... Well, there's Sy-Klone there, but he's already Sy-Klone. Teela's Secret. I haven't read that one. He-Man Smells Trouble. Yeah, this is the one with Roboto. That's the last one I have. I have the power. I have the power! Oh yeah, there he is. The last one I look at. I guess it was Skeletor in this book that turned him into the cybernetic Sy-Klone. But in one of the other stories, it's actually Hordak that does it. Same kind of deal, but Hordak. I have the power! Anyway. You know what? This would be such a cool picture if it wasn't broken right in the middle of the page right here. Why? Why Golden Books? And there he is. I thought he might have looked more like this, but he doesn't. I'm just hoping that maybe... Okay. Okay. Well, that was fun. Maybe a little bit of a waste. Marks on his face remind me of Devilman. I'm not sure who Devilman is. But for me, he's very Tron-like, especially with the disc on the back. Oh. Take your flames off. Just to grab his disc and throw it around. Chink, 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 and bounces all over the place. Bump, bump, bump. Hold your disc. This side goes up and down, so that should give him a good grasping. That won't work. I was going to stick it in the middle to stick it on for him to throw it, but that's not a good plan, because then you really can't spin it very well. Well, maybe he can. We'll try this side. Bend your arm up. Hold your disc. We'll put it in his thumb. Nope. Let's turn it over. Oh, throw the garbage can lid. Oh, 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 fell the wrong way. It flew the wrong way. We'll use the thumb to try that way. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. No. We can make this work. We have the technology. Okay, it's angling that way, so let's turn his hand, a little extra English on there. Raise it up. There we go. Here we go. See if it works. Oh. Almost hit Hordak though. Huh. The marks. Oh, I already read that one. So the mask is so he doesn't vomit. That's funny. Okay, well, they would have made some way for him to hold it and throw it. That'd have been really fun. To at least throw the disc at least. But I know, none of these have action features. I don't know why. I'm not surprised, but it was cool they gave this guy an action feature, though. That was amazing. I wish he came with fists, though. And too bad his fists don't fit here, the right coloring. Even that would have been cool. Let's just see how close they are. Oh, they are way off. No. All right. Ugh. I think that is it. That's it, partner. So let's look at your guys' final questions. Broken leg. And I'll put these books away. Oh, I'm going to have a contest coming up. This will be fun. I told you I got 2 of these. And it's funny how I got 2. Let me tell you the story here. So I ordered one on Amazon because I was making a video about these 3 characters that were actually in Marlena's ship that became Beastman, Triclops, and Evil Lyn. And then we have Skeletor here. And she recognizes them as from her spaceship. Hey, I know you guys. And then, of course, they pull off their helmets and bada bing, see there's a spaceship and them escaping and stuff. And so I got this just to explain how these 3 people became from human to the 3 evil people that we see there. So, yeah, really Evelyn Powers, the scientist, Biff Beastman, our technician, Dr. Scope. So, and after I ordered this, a lot of time went by. A lot of time. And I'm like, I never got that in the mail. And so I contacted Thrift Books on Amazon and said, hey, I never got the book. And they said, it's okay. We understand that does happen. We'll send you out another one. But if for some reason you get it in the mail, give it away, donate it, something. I said, okay, I could do that. Well, then I was in the garage last night and I seen this envelope that was opened. I thought, what the heck is that envelope doing open on top of our bottled water? And when I looked at it, this book was in there. And I took it upstairs. I said to my wife, what's with this book? I noticed it was an envelope downstairs. She goes, oh yeah, I found that I threw it in the trunk when it came in the mail, never pulled it out. And so I did get the first book. And then I was kind of feeling bad because they sent me another one. But anyway, their bad fortune of helping me out by sending me a second one is your good fortune. One of you guys is going to get one of these books because I said I would donate it, and I'm going to donate it to one of you. So I'm going to have a contest coming up. It'll be something really easy. And then winner of the contest will get shipped out one of these books right here. And that'll be kind of fun. So that'll be cool. Why does he have a compass on his chest? Doesn't get lost. It's supposed to be a radar. So as he's flying, whoop, 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 he can then see, like things coming towards him, missiles or other ships or whatever he's flying towards. So I don't think it's supposed to be a compass. It's supposed to be radar. Radar. Doop, 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 doop. So that is... Just must go back and forth. Boop, 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 boop. So there you go. It's radar. All right. So here's a radar dish in his chest, not a compass. So it's not a mapping system, which is what they probably have now is a GPS system in his chest. It is so he can detect things coming at him like missiles or someone shooting a gun with a... That does not look right. Why don't these legs line up? Look at this. Look at this crack. It doesn't even line up with the sculpt. Are his hips backwards? Nope. Doesn't line up that way either. Come on, Mattel. They lined up He-Man's, right? Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. Yeah, He-Man's lines up. So you got a line there. You got a line there. The muscles continue on up into it. And most figures that have a cut there, they do line up. But for some reason, his cut sticks out further than his legs on his hips. And you can't rotate it to line it up. It's like a little indent there, but that's it. Are the hips backwards? Nope, nope. The bump goes in the back towards his butt area, so that's right. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Okay, so let's talk about this figure on a scale of 1 to 10, and we will start with aesthetically pleasing. I really don't like the metallic yellows. I know it's supposed to be kind of cool, robotic, and I know it's something they kind of went out on a limb for, but I really like the really bright yellow that we got with the original figures and the other ones. I really like the primary color look, the red, blue, and yellow. So with this robotic look, I know they tried to upgrade it and make it more adult-like. Not a fan. So coloring, I'm going to actually score him low, like a 2, just because I do not like all the metallic look on him. It just doesn't work right. For his little chest Diddy Bob, it's not an articulated sticker, but it is cool that it's clear like a bionic piece. I don't like the little pin that holds it in. I wish they would have done it differently, as it looks like there's something on his radar there, and it leaves a hole here when you pull it out. They could have done a magnet underneath the surface that holds it in or something else. So look-wise, how it's clear like a bionic piece, I'm going to give it probably a pretty solid 3. Nah, I'll give it a 5. But for the aesthetic look of it, only a 2. So far he's ranking pretty low. Doesn't line up here and there. That's a huge takeaway. I do like the fins here. That's cool. I really like the disc on the back because I'm a huge fan of Tron. And I like the little flame pieces they gave us to give it some more flair and some more funness. So that's cool. I like to give him fist hands. That was a miss they did with Origins. So for those, I'm going to give it a solid 7. Because that's cool. The disc, the flames, great additional pieces. As far as the face goes, I do like the face, except for the weird lines. So I'm going to give it a 5. So my overall score of this figure, I'll probably give it a 5.5 for overall score. All right. Does he look good at the 2000X head? Well, the problem with 2000X head is it is really yellow. And I don't want to break this figure. Ah, I got it off. I'm not going to be able to push it all the way down because it's a bigger socket than this one, just by a little bit. So I have to heat it up first. But you can kind of get a look of how it would look on there. I don't know. I guess it look okay, but you'd probably want to put some metallics on it or paint these more yellow. That's weird. It's weird. Oh. Ooh. I can't fit it on there either, but that could look cool on the Origins. It's the same color yellow too. It's a new feature. Oh! I can see everywhere now. I'll pop that on later because I have to heat it up. Ugh. All right. Radar. Yep. Why not glue the chest radar on? Yeah. I guess they thought it'd be a cool feature to be able to pull it off, but I don't see that being that great of a feature. I think it just messed it up. Because you can see it's made in 2 parts here. And it doesn't even line up. It's like they glued them together. So it's like they have this flat piece here, which is yellow, and they glued it on top of this clear piece here. And it just doesn't work. It's got a lot of rough edges. Mine didn't line up quite right when they put it together. And now that I've taken it off once, it's like really loose. So let's birth the baby and see what comes out. Nope. Because it's not centered, it's kind of weird to get it out, but once you start, this comes right off really easy. So again, solid 5.5. Not huge. Which I'm kind of disappointed because I thought I'd like him more than that, being he does look Tron-like and that he does. He's also Sy-Klone, but I mean, you could tell he's Sy-Klone. He's just not that cool. For this one, they did a great job on. So the Origins one, they knocked it out of the park. But the Masterverse one, not so much. All right. I always thought Sy-Klone was from Saturn as a kid. You know, I could see that because of his symbol right here on his belt. And that makes a lot of sense. So it looks like it's one of Saturn's rings. I actually like that idea. That's cool. I am from Saturn. Saturn V. You know what? I think somebody painted this one. Look how red this belt is on here compared to my other one. This is more lighter red. This is darker red. And you can see the paint's a lot thicker. So I think this one's been painted. The one I got on discount from somebody. Wow, his shoulders are really tight too. And he's kind of filthy. I wonder if he's a Chinese knockoff. I wonder if he came from one of the Chinese defect bins. All right. Let's see. Bob, the awesome Bob, says there are characters you can make cool and fun, but like Sy-Klone, there are just characters that the gimmick is what saves the figures, that generally very bland to begin with. I always thought that Sy-Klone was... Oh, I like that one. Let's see. Bob says this isn't some weird choice like slush head or having a removable helmet. I ended up breaking one of the helmet pegs and made it able to come on and stay nice. Hey, Jamie. Thanks for joining us. Yep, he does look like Tron. Hey, Mike. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. That is all that I have. And again, pretty soon I'm going to give away one of these books because, like I said, I had a little snafu from my wife hiding the book accidentally from me. So now I have 2, and so that will give one to you guys. So that's all I got. Duels. Duels O. Am I pronouncing your name right? All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Rickster says, oh, I already read that one. That is so good. I thought he was from Saturn too. I love that. I love it. All right, you guys. That's all I got. Good journey. Thanks for joining me. Bye now.